So I finished the 5-day fast about a week ago. I basically started out doing the 3-day fast. That was the goal, just 3 days. I had no intention of doing 5 at the time. And doing 3, I was preparing for it. It was a bit daunting, obviously. I was just wondering how I'm going to be okay with not eating because I love to eat. And it was starting to show a little too much. So I had started at the time, about a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I was starting to change my diet. So cutting out all carbohydrates, breads, grains, just pretty much going carnivore. So making meat, vegetables in the morning, maybe a little meat in the afternoon, and that's it. And that's all I was kind of eating, and I was on a good path. And then I saw a video, and this was a video I saw, just came across on the web, Dana White talking about this 3-day fast he did with Gary Brecka, Dr. Gary Brecka. And so once I saw that, it just kind of like, it struck a chord. It just hit me right at the time when I needed to, hear it the most. And so I just prepared for it. And the idea is that you're not ingesting any food, just, bone broth and electrolytes. That's it. And so I went and bought bone broth, a few of these, and I bought some electrolytes. Now, I mean, there's so many other brands out there, but this came recommended, so I'm okay with it. And so that's it. And some coffee here and there. And I was still working out. I didn't stop, and I didn't need to. I thought I would just start getting I would crash, maybe start feeling sluggish, and that quite didn't happen. Happened a little bit like on the 3rd day, but anytime I was starting to feel kind of like hungry and where I needed to eat, I would just pretty much electrolytes and water. That was it. And that really just leveled me out. I mean, leveled me up. And I just felt fine again. And then, of course, I would drink some coffee in between. And just black coffee. That was it. And I usually like putting cream and honey in it or something or other stuff. And I don't anymore. I just like black coffee now. So there was that benefit that came out of it. Also, the other benefit is your body goes into a stage of autophagy or autophagy. And so, I mean, it basically, I'm not going to get into it here. It's basically your body's ability to heal itself, recycle old material, even mitochondria. There's benefits that show that it helps with anti-aging, resetting your body's systems, and even cognitive functions, which I have to admit, for me, it really did help a lot. I was able to recall a lot better than I usually do and get involved in some snappy repartee more, and felt a little lighter, more enjoyable. And so the benefit is, you're pushing your body, stretching your body a little bit to heal itself. Whether that was my mindset, and that's why I didn't really need to eat or wanted to eat, it's why I expanded it to 5 days, because during the 3 days I felt great. My energy was pretty high. Actually, for the first 2.5 days, I had a lot of energy from just bone broth, electrolytes, and some coffee, and that's it. And I was feeling fantastic. Now, people ask, well, don't you want to eat? Doesn't that make you really hungry to look at food? Because I work in a restaurant and I'm around food all the time, really good food. And so that sensation, that wanting the habit to eat was gone. I really didn't want to. I was okay with it. And that's one thing you learn about this. A few things you learn about this when you're in the fasting is that you really don't need as much as your body's telling you it wants. That sensation of hunger doesn't mean you always have to, satiate that hunger. You can ignore it and you're going to be fine. Because anytime I had that feeling and it was getting a little intense, I would just down some water and electrolytes, and that was it. And I felt fine. When you're coming off this, you want to eat something really small and come off slowly. You don't want to have a big meal right away. You could hurt yourself. Literally, you'll feel horrible. So I took the recommendation I saw of a doctor mentioning just do like an egg and some vegetables. So I made a scrambled egg with some fermented vegetables. That was it. It was 1 egg, and that was my first meal back in the morning. And let me tell you something. I felt like crap. Just horrible, sluggish. I was getting cramps, and it just did not feel good. And my friend Catalina, who's in the health and wellness space, tells me that You know, when you come off these elimination diets, it's good to kind of introduce foods into your body slowly to see how you react to them. And I have been eating lots of eggs for a long time, and I had no idea that it was making me feel this way. So I had a reaction to it, and I was thinking, well, maybe that was just an initial reaction of coming off the fast. Then I had some tuna fish that night that I made, my own special mix, and I felt fine on that. And then the next day I tried an egg again. Same thing, scrambled egg, some fermented veggies, and I felt horrible for like 3-4 hours. Then I went back to the bone broth and realized I can't eat eggs. So it showed me that my body does not like eggs. It causes either inflammation, I'm getting an inflammatory response. Now that I can't eat eggs, it's a bit disappointing because I like them to some degree. But since my body doesn't like it, I'm okay. I've already moved on from it. Eggs and me have parted ways for good. So going down this path, doing the fast, really kind of set a kind of standard for me now. I still, to this day, we're talking like a week and a half now after the fact, I don't eat as much. My meals are smaller. I'm kind of doing intermittent fasting now where I'm only eating usually between 10 and 5, and then I stop. I'm just drinking the electrolytes and water still, and some coffee, and that's doing fine. I'm starting to notice a big benefit in terms of weight loss. I still have a long way to go, but that has been really beneficial, and I'm feeling fantastic, actually. So that was it. That was my experience off it, and I'm gonna do it again, and hopefully that there was some helpful information here for you watching, either considering it or in the process of it. Yeah, good luck. I hope this helps.